again, everybody. On this month's edition of North Central Outdoors, State Wildlife Officer Jim Dooley lets us know that there are new hunting regulations for both turkeys and deer this year.
Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of North Central Outdoors. As everybody can see and has felt, the seasons are getting cooler and hunting season is in full swing, and I'm sure a lot of the viewers have already been out archery hunting or squirrel hunting. I'm sure they dove hunted and maybe even early goose and wood duck hunted. So everybody's well in process, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that have game cameras out and looking at deer, and the acorns are beginning to fall, and people are really getting excited for the juvenile hunt that's going to be coming up later this month, and then the 5th of November will begin the muzzleloader season. So everybody's really getting excited, I'm sure, and I've been hearing a lot about it and getting somewhat excited myself. But today I would like to just note just a couple of changes this year in our seasons and the way that we're going to do things. If you've already deer hunted, you probably have already noticed, but a couple of changes. One of the things that has changed for this year is the way that we're going to determine whether an animal is a legal buck or not. It used to be for years that a male deer with a 3-inch antler was designated as an antlered deer. When you killed one, you checked it in as an antlered deer. Consequently, if you killed a deer that had hard antlers above the hairline that were less than 3 inches, you classified it and checked it in as an antlerless deer. New this year, if there's any hard antler above the hairline, irregardless of length, you need to make sure that you check it in as an antlered deer. That means if you're muzzleloader hunting, and let's say your goal is to kill a doe or maybe two during the muzzleloader season coming up, and let's say you shoot a deer, maybe two, thinking that they're does, and you go out there and you look at them a little closer, and you see that there are both of them have 2-inch antlers above the hairline. You have not only killed 2 bucks, but you've exceeded the daily bag limit of bucks. So keep that in mind. Look at heads really, really good so that you can make sure that you don't kill over your legal limit of antlered deer. Remembering that, again, this year, as it's been for a while now, you're only permitted to kill 1 antlered deer a day, and the season limit is only 2. So be very, very careful and be mindful of the fact that if you look out there and you don't see a visible antler, above the ears, that it could still be an antlered deer. It could still be legally a buck deer. So just be mindful about that. Also, new this year, coming up probably around the 1st of November, there's going to be a new system that's going to come into place. We're going to get a new vendor for our check-in system and our license system. So just be aware of that. It shouldn't be any problem. You're still going to be able to check your deer in at licensed, check stations, places that you have in the past. Hopefully they'll continue to do that. In Macon County, Owl Hollow Processing off Liberty Road should still be a check-in station. So that'll be good for us, particularly if it's warmer, if it warms back up or continues to stay mild like it is. It's a good place to not only get your deer checked in, but also get it processed. But anyway, and in addition to going to a physical check station and getting your deer checked in, there is also, of course, you can go online, like a lot of you probably already have for a few years now. Go online, you can check your deer in online. And if you've got our app on your iPhone, a big percentage of people now, as all of us know, have iPhones, whether they're Apple or Android, but we have an app. It's called On the Go. You can go to our app store, or go to the app store rather, and find it and download it for free. And it's really convenient. A lot of places now, most places in Macon County, if you're hunting, Southern Kentucky, if you're hunting, around in that country, you have access to the internet through your Android or your iPhone, and you kill it. You can check it in. You don't have to worry about anything. You can just check it in as soon as you kill it. Also convenient for you as a hunter is the fact that on that app, it has sunset, sunrise times. It has, of course, all our regulations are on it. It has a log, a harvest log that you can record your confirmation numbers, record your animals that you've harvested, and all that type of thing. It's just really convenient. It keeps all your information in one location, and it keeps it with you. Also, something new this year, another change, as probably most of you know, for a few years now in Macon County, we've been harvesting turkeys of either sex in the fall. Last year, the county limit was 6. New this year, the county limit is 1. In all the counties that surround Macon County, the limit for the fall turkey hunt will be 1. So theoretically, during that time, when we harvest turkeys with shotgun and or archery equipment later on this month, if you kill a turkey in Macon County, one turkey in Macon County, you're through killing turkeys in the fall in Macon County, but you'll be able to go to surrounding counties. You could then go to Trousdale County and kill a turkey, or Smith County and kill a turkey, or Sumner County and kill a turkey. So you still have opportunity to kill multiple turkeys in the fall, but only 1 per Macon County. And the limit is 1 per county in those other counties that I mentioned also. So anyway, there are a few changes that are coming up. I'd like to reiterate rather that if you're in a tree stand, remember that you need to always wear a full body harness. You need to be attached to the tree when you go up the tree, and while you're in the tree, you need to wear that full body harness. We're really trying to minimize accidents that occur with using tree stands. So please do that. Even if you're in a ladder stand, let's say you're taking your child on juvenile season and you and your child are up in a ladder stand that's affixed to the tree, still go and buy a body harness for him and for you, or for her and for you, and go in there ahead of time and put your tether around the tree, and as soon as you get up in the tree and you're sitting down, just attach yourself to your full body harness to that tether, and make sure that you have a safe hunt. That's what we want all of you to do. We want you to be safe while you hunt, and also make sure that you have permission where you're hunting and where you're retrieving your deer. You have to have permission. You don't have an inherent right to go onto somebody else's property to get your deer, just like you don't have an inherent right to go onto somebody's property to retrieve a hunting dog. Anytime you're on somebody else's property or a piece of property that you don't have permission, you need to always get permission. So do that. If you just take care of those basic things, make sure you have a license, check in your deer, hunt during legal times, don't hunt over bait, whether it's for turkey or for deer. You should not have any difficulty this season, and hopefully all of you will have a very, very productive fall, and be safe. The safety issues are the most important thing that we have to deal with. Whether you're handling a gun or climbing a tree, please use those safety principles that were taught and learned in our classroom or by our mentor. Remembering that we always want to have that be the very, very first thing in our minds, not necessarily the number of deer or how big the deer is, but we need to be always safety minded, like I say, whether we're handling a firearm or whether we're climbing a tree with archery equipment. Just always be safe. And as I've said before and will continue to say, hunting respectfully and safely is no accident. See you next month.